I'm the oldest, and I'm 18.
I'm Jacqueline. I'm the one in the middle. I am Jacqueline, and I'm 50.
I'm Jasmine. I'm the youngest. I'm 11.
And this is our dad. His name is David. Of course, he's on guitar. We won't tell you how old he is because that'll just make him embarrassed. But he does want you to know that he's younger than the guitar he's playing by a year. So we'll give him that.
We love him.
This next song is quite fitting for us because we are, in fact, sisters.
Sisters, sisters, they were never such devoted sisters. I never had to have a chaperone, no sir. I'm there to keep my eye on her, caring, sharing every little thing that we are wearing. When Sir Gentleman arrived from Rome, I wore the dress and they stayed home. In all kinds of weather we stick together, the same in the rain or the sun. Three different faces, but in tight places we think and we act as one. Those who've seen us know that not a thing can come between us. Many men have tried to split us up, but no one can. Lord, help the mister who comes between me and my sister. And Lord, help the sister who comes between me and my man.
Thank you. So what do you think of these dresses? Pretty awesome, aren't they? So we're just at Madison Capitol Theater about, I think it was 2 weekends ago already. I can't believe how fast time is flying. But we were there, we got these dresses for that show because it was, vintage film. It was part of their Duck Soup cinema episodes. So they have vaudeville performances before a silent film. And so we thought it would be very fitting to get the real flapper dresses with the glass beads. So yes, they weigh about 8-9 pounds a piece. And it feels like we're just going to melt right on the stage here. But we figure, you got to suffer some for fashion, right? So this is one of the songs we did sing there. It's called Mountain Greenery.
In a mountain greenery where God paints the scenery, just two crazy people together. While you love your lovely blue skies be your covenant when it rains without the weather. And if you're good, you'll search for wood, so I can cook while you stand working. Beans cut, get no king, the reception in a bittery blast of mountain greenery home. Oh, your soul, so I can cook while you stand working. In a mountain greenery where God paints the scenery, just two crazy people together. How we love sequestering where no pests are pestering, no man holds us together. Mosquitoes here won't bite you, dear. I'll let them sting me on my finger. We could find a cleaner retreat from life's machinery then, a mountain greenery then, a mountain greenery then, a mountain greenery home. Good time, 29. Charlie had it slick as a whistle, playing that sweet music for the dance hall crowd. Now they say dancing ain't He said that music was his only love, and jazzy rhythm his life was made of. And now he needs a help for heaven above. Good time Charlie's finally got the blues. Good time Charlie's finally got the blues.
Along with being a, okay guitarist. Okay, he's pretty great. He actually wrote that last song. It's called Good Time Charlie. Now this next song is very special for this day because it's Mother's Day, and this next song is called Mother. So this one goes out to all of the mothers and all of the women. We like to say all of the women because everyone has a part in a child's life, whether they realize it or not. Whether you're a role model or just somebody they pass on the street and they think you're pretty neat, we all have roles in children's lives. So this is to all the women out there.
And we always say it takes a village to raise a child, so it's really true.
M is for the million things she gave me. O means only that she's growing old. T is for the tears she shed to save me. H is for her heart of purest gold. E is for her eyes with love light shining. R means right, and right she'll always be.
flower. So if you would like a flower after the show, they'll be by the CD table and you can pick one up. And if you didn't get one, please do. This next song is called Cheek to Cheek.
Seem to find the happiness I seek when we're all together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, heaven, I'm in heaven, and the calves that hang around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're all together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to climb a mountain and reach its highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. So that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're all together dancing cheek to cheek. I love to climb a mountain and reach its highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Or love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, heaven, I'm in heaven, and the calves that hang around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're all together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, heaven, I'm in heaven, heaven, I'm in heaven, heaven.
This next song is totally incredible, and I can say that as an older sister. I might be a little biased, but I think she's pretty amazing. This next song is Jasmine's solo, and it's called Blue. Just wait until you hear her voice. I can't describe it. Please welcome Jasmine. So there was one show we sang that song at, or she did. I'm trying to take credit for it. It's pretty amazing. So I got back up on stage, Jackie and I did, and I said, "Wow, you'd think she's been through 30 relationships by now." Wait till you hear what she said. She looked at me and she pointed over and she said, "Yeah, and she hasn't even been through one." Not the witty one. All right, so this is another one we sang at Capitol Theater. It's called "You've Got Me Voodooed."
Just like some magic potion, you fill me with emotion. You control my very soul. You got me voodoo. You knew the goddess Venus would start this love between us. You inspire me with desire. You got me voodoo. You didn't have power to pick me up when the full moon was above. I was hypnotized when I looked in your eyes. My heart was filled with love. Just like the siren Circe, you've got me at your mercy. Always yours to have and hold. You got me voodoo. Just like some magic potion, you fill me with emotion. You control my very soul. You've got me voodoo. You knew the goddess Venus would start this love between us. You inspire me with desire. You've got me voodoo. You didn't have power to pick me up when the full moon was above. I was hypnotized when I looked in your eyes. My heart was filled with love. Just like the siren Circe, you've got me at your mercy. Always yours to have and hold. You got me voodoo.
So back in August, which is closer to a year away than not, which is unbelievable, we were in Chicago. We had a debut performance there. And while we were there, we decided to go to this farmer's market. It sounds nice, right? Well, we went there for the homemade donuts. But never mind that. While we were there, there was this great group of musicians, and they were all sitting in a circle and playing their instruments together. And we, of course, had the singing group, and so we went up and said, "Hey, this is awesome. Do you mind if we share some of our music with you?" And they're like, "No, sure, come on in." So they moved to the circle, and they let us in the middle of it. Somebody let Dad use a guitar, and we sang this next song for them, and they all just loved it. It was awesome. One by one, the musicians kind of chimed in with whatever they were playing, and those who didn't have instruments were clapping, and it was the most awesome experience ever. But this is the song, and they really liked it, so we hope you enjoy it too. It's called "By Mir bist du schön."
Boys, I've known and I've known some, but till I first met bondage language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I'll try to explain, but me is too shame. So kiss me and say you'll understand. But me is too shame, you've heard it all before, but let me try to explain. But me is too shame inside your grind. But me is too shame, it's such an old refrain, but let me try to explain. It means I am begging for your hand. I could say Bella, Bella, even say but each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I try to explain, but me is too shame. So kiss me and say you'll understand. But me is too shame, you've heard it all before, but let me try to explain. But me is too shame, it's such a grind. But me is too shame, it's such an old refrain, but let me try to explain. It means I am begging for your hand. I could say Bella, Bella, even say but each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I try to explain, but me is too shame. So kiss me and say you'll understand. So kiss me and say you'll understand.
Alright, so now I'm going to sing a song by myself. My sisters are going to leave me for a while, which may or may not leave me up here shaking. Just kidding about the shaking part, I won't shake. I just need a drink of water quick. Okay, so this song is a special dedication to our grandmother. She's sitting in the middle section here, I think the fourth row back. And her name is Sherry, of course. And I had my temps for a while. I don't have my driver's license yet. It's a long story. I didn't fail a test though, I'll tell you that. But for a while I had my temps and she would drive me around with her. And she'd be at our house a lot, of course, and I'd drive her home and Mom would follow in our car and then we'd go back together. So these times in the car with Grandma, she'd always ask me to sing this song. And she'd say, is it goofy or is it loony? And I was like, no, Grandma, it's called Crazy. And she's like, yes, that one. So all the way there, and we live across town, so all the way there I'd have to sing Crazy to her. And I would always joke around and say, thank God I didn't have to drive her back. Grandma, this song is for you.
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, yes, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted. Then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Oh,
dresses. From Yonkers, actually. Surprise, surprise.
So this next song is called Choo Choo Boogie. Oh, I got mixed up. There's boogies in these two. It's called Cow Boogie. Another funny thing is that my sisters always tease me. They say, Jessica, it's not boogie, it's boogie. I don't know how I got mixed up, but, we'll just leave it at that.
Give her a hard time. Okay, so I sing this one. I'm the lead. These, my sisters, are my backup, so I really enjoy that. Hit it, Daddy.
Out on the plain, behind the Santa Fe, I met a cowboy, on the range one day, and as he jogged along, I heard him singing a most peculiar cowboy song. It was a ditty he learned in the city. Come a get along, get hip, little doggies, get along, better behind your way, get along, get hip, little doggies, and he chucked him on down the old fairway, singing his cow boogie, strangest way, come a singing his cowboy song. He's just too much. He's got like that western accent with a Harlem touch. He was raised on loco way. Is what you call a swinging breed. Singing his cow boogie, the strangest way. Come a deeply, get along, get hip, little doggies, get along, better behind your way, get along, get hip, little doggies, and they trucked him on down the old fairway, singing his cow boogie, the strangest way, come a time.
Such talented sisters. Okay, now here's Choo Choo Boogie. Got that one.
And at the station with a bag of my bag, at the train station in a bag of a hat. I love to hear the rhythm of a clickety-clack, and then lots of Mississippi smoking the stack. And by the Alabama Democratic peddlers they made to take you right back to the track, Jack. Choo-choo, choo-choo, boogie, woo-woo, ooh-ooh, boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, boogie, and take you right back to the track, Jack.
You reach the destination by
The
the
lights in the light,
conversation to come
back
back.
in the black.
You take your motor paper from the
Top
top
of the stack,
You read the situation from the
front to the back.
The only job that's open is a
Man of the night, so put it right back in the rack, Jack. Choo-choo, choo-choo, boogie, woo woo. Oh, oh, boogie, choo choo, choo choo, boogie. Take me right back to the track, Jack. Take me right back to the track, Jack.
Takes a lot of coordination to do that, you know? We are triplets.
So we had mentioned before that not only is our dad, the most wonderful guitarist on the earth. We can give him that title, we're his daughters. So this next song was also written by our dad. It's called Clang Rattle Bang.
If you've ever felt your life is on the wrong track, rhythm of emotion like the clickety-clack, don't disparage, hopping carrot tried to train. You can travel north to south across the Midwest, find a way to travel that will suit you best. Relaxation or complication, ride the train. Feel the train go swaying as you round the bend, chugging up a mountain and then down again. Journey of a lifetime never ends. Follow steel rivers where they run. Clang, rattle, bang, toot-toot. Sit in comfort as you watch the scenery go by. Indulge yourself with coffee and a slice of pie. Under the trisis of daily stresses, ride the train. Feel the train go swaying as you round the bend, chugging up a mountain and then down again. Journey of a lifetime never ends. Follow steel ribbons when you run. Tick it up, tick it up, tick it up, tick it up, tick it up. Clang, rattle, bang, toot-toot. Aeroplanes are faster, but they lack the magic. Motor cars are dead unless you're jammed in traffic. To the nation in fascination, ride the train. To the nation in fascination, ride the train. To the nation in fascination, ride the train.
So yes, we do have an obsession with trains.
I'm sure you've caught on by now that we do songs mainly from the 20s to the 50s, and with our dad's few exceptions, because those are way out of that time area. I won't age him too much. This next song, though, is from a few years ago, and it's called Arms. And it's, we find songs from different places, and when we feel we have a connection to a song that we really like, or we think our audience members would like, then we like to sing that song, I guess. So this one is a newer one, and it's called Arms. I need another sip of water.
Sure, it can't be limbs.
At one show, I was joking around about these hats. You probably can't see it from where you're sitting, but they have nets on them, and you can't get anywhere with these nets. You can't drink water until you lift it up. You can't really see that much because it looks like there's bugs all over. We said our dad would really like those nets, though, because no boys can get to you. But on the show, I was joking about the nets. I had forgotten to take my rings off before our performance. And I had this one ring on, and it's of like hands, holding hands together. And one of the hands I was itching my nose got stuck in my net. I couldn't get it out to save my life. So I was standing there singing the rest of the song with my hand like this. I hope too many people don't recognize this, but so some people commented on it afterwards, and I just told them what happened. I said, it's live performance. You know, what are you gonna do?
It happens. Sometimes you introduce yourself twice.
Or you forget to introduce yourself until after the show.
Yeah, sorry. That happens.
That you see right through my wall. I hope that you catch me, 'cause I'm already falling. I'll never let our love get so close. You put your arms around me and I'm coming down on me and I can't find a reason to be loved. I never want to leave you, but I can't make you bleed if I'm alone. You put your arms around me and I believe that it's easier for you to let that you see right through my walls. I hope that you catch me, 'cause I'm already falling. I'll never let our love get so close. You put your arms around me and I'm I've tried my catch me, 'cause I'm already falling. I'll never let our love get so close. You put your arms around me. I hope that you see right through my walls. I hope that you catch me, 'cause I'm already falling. I'll never let our love get so close. You put your arms around me. I'm home. You put your arms around me, and I'm home.
This is another song that's more recent, and it was actually one of the theme songs to the movie The Great Gatsby, so we figured it had vintage tie, so we decided we'd sing it. This is one we sang at a radio interview, and the interview, what would you call it, an interviewist? I'm at a loss of words right now.
Interviewer.
The interviewer, thank you, said Amber, her name was, she really liked the song. So we thought, hey, let's put it in live performances. This one's called Young and Beautiful. Someone once told us, I believe it was Dave, I'm not sure, but if there's ever a problem, look to the drummer in the band and it's his fault. Well, we don't have a drummer, we have a guitarist. So it's naturally just our father's fault, you know? Daddy. And there's this joke that he likes me to tell when he's tuning his guitar. It's called, it says, you can't tune a fish, but you can tune a guitar. But there have been several occasions where I get up on stage to say that joke when the time comes, and I get it flipped around. So it's, you can tune a fish, but you can't tune a guitar, and nobody laughs. I do. They tease me about it later, too. song is we're debuting it at this show. It's called Grandma's Special Jewelry Box. And please listen to the lyrics because it reminds us, well, it was written by our dad, and the lyrics were written to tell the story of our grandmother and how she would sit us on the front porch and show us her records and her record player. And we thought she was a little crazy at first, but she showed us that you can get music off of these big black discs. And that's how we fell in love with the vintage style. And so we'd sip tea on the porch, and she'd take us through her jewelry box. And we always remember pearls around her neck, so we wear pearls at most performances. But Grandma, we didn't get to give you your flowers before when we sang the Mother song. So if we can get the house lights up just a bit, and we'll give you your flowers now before the song. We were a little worried that Grandma wouldn't be able to come to the show today because just about a week and a half ago she had a small stroke. So she was in the hospital for a bit and she's staying at our house now. But she's a tough lady. She pulled through. She has 12 kids, and I think that's what made her so tough. So please do listen carefully to the lyrics because they're extra special to us now that you're here.
Grandma's special jewelry box was filled with pretty things. Old pearl necklaces and old clip-on earrings. Child of Great Depression, born 1931. Got no paper, dolls and clothes. She had a lot of fun. How could Dad would cry when the news of war came on. Shirley Temple movies and the innocence was gone. Sipping tea and make-believe, we felt like royalty. Grandma always held us on love her specialty. Go to church on Sunday, sit up straight and tall. Trust your life to God, she said, he'll never let you fall. Keep the faith and never lie. Keep your grace till the day you die. I remember Grandma sitting out on a front porch. Listen to her records and her stories from the war. Dipping toast in coffee, bright curls in our hair. Grandma always told us, be true and have no fear. And those who died that we might be free. How we cried the price of liberty. Telling family stories, be proud but do not boast. Respect above all others, love family the most. Keep the faith and never lie. Keep your grace till the day you die. Grandma's special jewelry box was filled with pretty things. Beautiful
happy that you like the song, and Grandma, we're so happy that you could be here to hear the debut of this song. So we hope you guys like the lyrics because, we say it sounds like it was in a movie or something. Just the way that Trisis came about with Grandma sitting us on the porch and her living with us at the time, and just that awesome grandma relationship. But it's all true, and we're so very blessed to have had it that way. Okay, so that song was for Grandma, and this next song is for our mother. It's one of her favorites, and it's called How Great Thou Art. So happy Mother's Day, Mom. Mom up there in the back. I think that's you. I don't have my glasses on. All right, this next song is called Summertime. Can't wait for it. This next song is a classic from the 40s. The Andrews sisters made it quite popular when they'd sing it overseas in USO tours. This one's called Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
There's another boogie woogie.
I honestly don't know where I got that from. It's crazy. So I have to brag a bit about my mom now. Those dresses that we had on in the first half of the show, you know, the flapper dresses with the glass beads on it, we ordered those for the Capitol Theater show, and our mother actually fitted us for them. And I don't think she's ever done that before, and we were a little worried at first that they wouldn't fit right, but they came and they all fit like a glove. And the tux that our dad is wearing, she fitted him for that too, and it fits like a glove. This was first try. Now these dresses that we have on, Jacqueline told you, I think we got them from Yonkers or JCPenney's, and of course we're not all the same height and size, so someone had to alter the dresses, and the seamstress that we usually have was very busy. It was around wedding season then. So our mother came up to us and she said, "Girls, I can do this. If they can, I can. We can do this." And we were like, "Oh, Mom, please don't touch the dresses." And then she came up with scissor in hand and she said, "I got this, just watch this." And she starts cutting the dresses. And of course our hearts sank. And so we all had to walk out of the room for a little bit. But she did it. Look at how these dresses fit. Look at them. You have one talented mama.
He was a famous traveler back from Chicago way. He had a boogie something no one else could play. He was a top man, had his craft. But then his time came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blown family. He's a boogie, boogie, bugle boy, can't believe me. He made a blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The guy seemed to understand. Because next to the guy went out drafting a band, and all the company jumps when he plays heavily. He's a boogie, boogie, bugle boy, company B. A toot, blows it into the bar. In boogie rhythm, he got the throwing on the left, the bass and guitar is playing with them. He makes the company jump and he plays heavily. He's a boogie, boogie, bugle boy, company B. It was a boogie, boogie, bugle boy, company B. And when he played boogie, boogie, bugle, he was busy as a blues bee. And when he played, he made the company jump ahead to the bar. He's a boogie, boogie, bugle boy, company B. Doodle-yada, doodle-yada, doodle-doodle, blows it into the bar. And boogie rhythm, he comes blowing out the laser bass, the guitar's playing with them. He makes the company jump when he plays family. He's a boogie, boogie, bugle boy, company B. Puts the boss in boogie every night and wakes them up to sing when they're late bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays. The song gives them a beat, it really breaks them up and he plays family. He's a boogie, boogie, bugle boy, company B. Da 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 da.
My dad likes it when he gets to rock out a bit at the end of songs. In practices, sometimes he'll get a little carried away with the guitar and he'll be like, "Ah," and we'll be like, "Dad, no, tone it down a bit. That's not." So this next song, we'd like to bring up a guest. Is that okay with you? We'd like to bring up a guest, Dave Brody. And he always sings this song with us on our shows. It's called Wonderful World. And as he's mentioned before, he's been singing since he was 6 years old. Was that 54 years ago, you said? Yep. Oh, he's letting you guys know his age. Oh, no. But he has such a wonderful voice, and we've been blessed enough to be on his stage a few times. And so we'd like to welcome him to ours.
I appreciate that so much. How about it for these young ladies? Hey, Chris, I gotta ask you, can you do something with this cold? You all know me from years back of playing, and well, I guess things wouldn't be right unless we kind of put these on. The world looks so much better now. It is truly a wonderful world. Yeah! Yeah! I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I says to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright and pleasant day, dark sacred night. And I says to myself, what a wonderful world, yes. The colors on the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces, people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I want to go. They're in much more than I'll ever know. And I says to myself, what a wonderful world. Wonderful world. wonderful world. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Would you like to hear a little bit more Trisis? Here you go, Dave.
That netting. Got caught on the glasses.
I should probably move the basket. I could see myself getting tangled in this. Mom's probably standing up there going, just move the basket. Sail away, how yes, sincerely, 'cause I love you so dearly. Please say you'll be mine. Sincerely, oh, you know how I love you. I'll do anything for you. Please say you'll be mine. Oh Lord, won't you tell me why I love that faithless soul? It doesn't want me, but I'll never, 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 never let him go sincerely. Oh, you know how I love you. I'll do anything for you. Please say you'll be mine. Oh Lord, won't you tell me why I love that faithless soul? It doesn't want me, but I'll never, 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 never let him go sincerely. Oh, you know how I love you. I'll do anything for you. Please say you'll be mine. Please say you'll be mine. Please say you'll be mine. But we will see when we're looking to our hearts. It may be miles, but with those smiles it's not that far apart. When we hear our music on the radio, then the ballyhoo will start. We hate to leave you, but we will see when we're looking to our hearts. It may be miles, but with the smiles it's not that far apart. When you hear our music on the radio, then the ballyhoo will start. We'd like to thank our father over here on the guitar for being such a wonderful guitarist.
Trisis, ladies and gentlemen.
In heaven above, sugar mama, sugar in the evening sisters, and labor had to have a chaperone. No, sir, I'm there in a mountain greenery where God paints the scenery, just two crazy people together. One more two. Good time, Charlie's my name, not the blue. Put them all together, they spell mother, a word that means the world to me. I see when we're off together, dancing cheek to cheek. Just like some magic potion, you fill me with emotion. You control my very soul. You got me voodoo. You knew they got us between us. What struck this love between us? You inspire me with the boys I've known and I've lonesome, but till I first met you I was lonesome, until you came inside and my heart grew crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, yes, crazy for